Year-end review. Okay, let's go. What did they want to know about? What did they want to know? You always do this, dude. I mean, there's so much to go over. Like, do we talk about the current state of Ukraine, the attacks on Ukraine? Like, do we talk about the quality of life in Ukraine, propaganda, how bad Russia is, um, news, current news, American viewpoint, like what we've done, our accomplishments? Yeah. Do the accomplishments. Do a video about what you've accomplished, dude. Yeah, we could do that. Some of the info isn't exactly clear. Like, we tracked down from the States, there's donations that were given to Ukraine that we were able to access, and then we filled up vehicles. We kept going back and filling up vehicles and then distributing those. So, like, a lot of people want to know exact amounts, like, a specific amount of water, a specific number of whatever. So it's going to be a massive, it's going to be a pain in the butt to to get an exact number on that. Okay, well, estimate to the best of your abilities. Take some time, use all available data and information, like videos and everything you can to get as accurate a good estimate as you can on exact what you delivered in the quantities that you did it, and then just tell everybody and move on. Okay, yeah, it's been a challenge, so we'll work on that. We'll do our best to reach out to everybody and get that done. Figure out exactly how much we've delivered to people. Now that we have everything set up, we made contacts with people in warehouses, front lines, all over Ukraine. It'll be a lot easier to track down and document everything. And using Nova Pochta to send items is a fraction of the cost to driving them all the way across Ukraine and hand delivering them. That's the most expensive way. So, good thing we've set up Nova Pochta now. What's Nova Pochta again? It's the Nova Pochta is the national post office of Ukraine, and it's already way cheaper than delivering it by hand, driving it there to the destination. And since we're a Ukraine registered charitable NGO, we get free postage in certain situations, and it's like a point system where we get credits every time we ship something through our charity. Dude, that's great. So you won't have to spend so much time driving around the front lines in danger. From what I hear, it sounds like you were in a lot of dangerous situations. Yeah, exactly. We've identified frontline villages and the needs of the people there. We can very efficiently support them at a relatively low cost. So yeah, it's safer and cheaper than just driving around the whole time. In the future, we're gonna try to expand our relief efforts, but at the moment, we're just kind of supporting the people we already know about. Sounds good. So you said it was dangerous. Why did you even do that? Why did you even go there? Well, that's a good question. I mean, operationally, we had to go to these areas near the front lines. I believe I had to go there because people were in need. We kept hearing stories about people in these areas who needed our help, and or needed somebody to help them. And, we did what we could. And so there's just a general idea of, oh, there's people in this direction in this town. So then we would go try to verify that claim, and then seek out people. We would go along the safe zones and then go down towards the front lines, and we had to find people who needed support to be able to give them the donations that we found that were donated from America and other countries. There's people who were already evacuated from the east to the west, and they were being taken care of by various groups in the west of Ukraine, and they had access to all of these things. So uh, we went to the front because there in the east there's a disparity between the amount of donated supplies in the west. There's mountains of them, and then the the people in the east who are under fire in very extreme conditions. So we're trying to locate people, and yeah, it's like 1,000 mile front lines. So there's a lot of villages that just could use some help, and we had donations, so we were trying to go find that out. And you know, when you're out there, you don't really think about it, but when you're in a safe area like the United States, you it becomes abundantly clear just how dangerous it was. You were out there alone a few times, right? Yeah, more than a few times. I find it easier and it is less expensive to go alone, but it is not recommended to be in a active combat zone near the front lines by yourself without a wingman. If anything happened without a wingman, then you're on your own and you're not mobile, then that's pretty much it. So, it was really dangerous, and um, but it afforded us, it saved us a lot of money, and we were able to find people in need and make contacts with a lot of people. So a lot of good came of that. I'm lucky to be alive. Yeah, man. Glad you're back. Glad you're back home. So like, why haven't you been posting so much or like at all? Well, at first it was like trying to properly frame and set up shots, and just document every little thing we are trying to do to show everybody, to raise funds is the ultimate goal of everything, to raise awareness of what's happening, but then also to raise funds to continue to help people. So fundraising while you're actively giving out, like in your mind you were thinking like, oh, I have to document it because if nobody knows about this, then I won't be able to show people what I did, and then I will get less funds to continue to do this, to get more supplies, to pay for more vehicle repairs, money really changes how you operate, and then there in people's minds it becomes this click economy and like and share economy, where like the likes, shares, and views of a video really translate into dollars received for your charity. So you get into this weird creator mindset of like, everything's a opportunity for fundraising, but then that really got started getting in the way of like actually getting the job done. So then I just kind of put the phone down and started focusing on getting everything done that I needed done, like before I went back to the States after a certain point. Another thing is people that I met and knew were killed, and then we don't know exactly for sure how much it played a role in it, but information security, info security, operation security might have played a role in some people's deaths. So then then while I was on the front lines, especially doing solo missions, couldn't I couldn't jeopardize my own safety by sharing too much. Information security was another reason I stopped posting. What's information security? In the military, they would always harp on it. Info security is part of operation security, where you guard your information, and that could be like social media posts, intercepted communications. Yeah, so after the cafe bombing that killed Ian, that really shook me up. I actually was supposed to be there that day. Yep. Why weren't you there? That was one day where I was supposed to go, and then I was paralyzed with fear, and then I just didn't go. And then I went the following day, but the following day was that was the day. Like, I should have already arrived. I don't know if it was luck or God or what, but it happened a few times where I'm sitting here by pure chance. The place where I was just at or was about to be at was demolished, and that and then after that, plus losing a lot of people that is kind of heavy. So yeah, so info security is a really big deal, huh? Yeah, it is. If a Russian can kill a Western volunteer, they would love to do that. They want to kill Western volunteers, so then it scares other Western volunteers to not be there and go home. So, yeah, information security. Getting one of us is a big deal for them. I remember somebody saying a negative thing about a non-military Western volunteer wearing camouflage, but I don't see a problem with that because Russians are going to target you regardless. They don't care. You want to wear camo or do whatever, it doesn't matter. I don't see anything wrong with it. I just put the phone down and focused on, getting what I needed to get done before headed back to the States. Honestly, one other thing that has been so difficult for me is that, like, naturally, I'm such a goofy, fun-loving guy, and then trying to present the most horrible things and serious things to an audience has been so difficult. I don't know how to do that. It's so hard. I mean, it's such a challenge. It's just so difficult for me to talk about serious stuff and not goof around. Yeah, man. I mean, just keep creating content and tell your stories. Now that you're back, you'll have time to upload and make stuff. So just add it to your schedule and consistently work on it. You'll be able to get some videos out. Don't really commit to a posting schedule at first until you have a more complete understanding of what you're able to produce. Thanks, man. I appreciate the support. I'm still not really sure exactly what they want to hear, though. Dude, just tell them about the operation. You said that you figure out exactly what the charity can do and is doing, and it boils down to three things: locating and distributing American donations, supporting American volunteers in Ukraine, locating, helping civilians on the front lines. Yeah, true. We also support orphanages and a neonatal center, but that's pretty much it. Okay, and what about the truck that you raised funds for? It's being used to assist a medical unit right now, and also transport medical supplies, and it'll continue to be used with the express condition of you break it, you buy it, and also don't lose it. Do not lose that darn thing. Do not lose it. But it hasn't stopped working since it entered Ukraine. Didn't you meet two older guys too or something? What are those guys' deal? Oh yeah, Colonel Monty and Colonel Chuck. They're the traveling colonels, and we're helping them the best we can. They're doing a great job. They've already done so much, and we're just adding to what they've already done. So they're a great team. They're currently building IFACs. They're collecting emergency medicine supplies and putting together IFAC. That's a whole other video where we're gonna have to talk about Colonel Chuck and Colonel Monty. See, that wasn't too hard. Now all you got to do is edit this whole thing and post it. Happy New Year. So what are you supposed to be like two different characters? Shouldn't you do a costume change or some other thing to like make sure the audience knows that you're two different people? Yeah, I know. I know. We'll do that. They'll understand. Maybe we'll do a color change or something when we're editing. But I just got to get this video out. I need to post something. It's New Year's, and I should probably post something. Thanks for watching. I'll be posting more on this channel. I have a lot of time now that I'm back in the US of A. I'll update you on our projects and what we're doing here. Hope you like that little skit. I couldn't really think of another way to deliver some of that information. I'm going to continue trying to upload stuff here as best I can. Thank you very much for all of the support. We're still working with people and supporting Americans in Ukraine. Post coming up. I want to do a review of good information about Ukraine, like what channels to watch on YouTube. I'm sure you guys know already, but I just want to verify the quality of some of these. Maybe do a tier list or something. I might try to stream. I've never done that before, but things now that we have everything set up is fundraising. So we're gonna be looking at doing some fundraisers to try to get the colonels more funding, and then also for some of my projects like the orphanage, we want to get more funding for that as well. But yeah, it is really nice to be back in the United States, and I look forward to seeing you guys. Thank you so much for all of the support, and yeah. Oh, if the way that the website's set up, it automatically goes to a monthly donation. Please make sure if you do a donation on the website, you select monthly or one time. There's a box to tick. Also, it's an automatic payment through Stripe. I believe Stripe. And it will send you an email notification. So if you have a recurring payment set up, you have to unsubscribe through that. I have nothing to do with that. Once you select and then make a donation, you have to do the follow-up on your own. That's just how things are set up these days. That's how the payment thing is set up. I do not dispute any of the charges, so I get a $29 fee no matter what. So if you did a $1, $5, $10 donation, whatever, I get a negative $29 charge because of the dispute. I don't know. I'm not going to dispute the charge, but I get a $29 negative charge every time. So please make sure you check the correct box if you want to do a donation. Any donations are greatly appreciated. Thank you very much for your time, and keep supporting us. Thank you.